Hi everyone, my name is Frankie, and welcome to a Movie a Day Challenge. Today is day number 271, and September 28, 2018. Today I'll be watching the 1984 science fiction film, Hyperspace. Now, in each episode of a Movie a Day Challenge, I pick one film that I've never seen before, and then I take that movie's movie poster and place it to the side of me. I do this because I absolutely have no idea of what the film that I'm about to watch is about. And being that I have absolutely no clue about the film, or what it's about, I feel like I need to draw some type of conclusion of what I think the film may be about, based solely on the movie poster itself. In saying this, let's go ahead and take a look at the 1984 science fiction film movie poster to Hyperspace. Now, before I go ahead and start analyzing the movie poster, I want to let you, the viewer, know that yes, today I was supposed to watch the 1976 science fiction film, The Man Who Fell to Earth, starring David Bowie. However, I found out that that movie is close to 2.5 hours long, and I didn't really want to sit down and watch a film for 2.5 hours today. That's when Hyperspace came along. Basically, I wanted to watch a film that was going to be under 2 hours in total. I really didn't feel like watching a very long film today for some reason. And Hyperspace is a film that is under 2 hours long, and hopefully up to what I'm looking for towards watching a film. Now, the movie poster is quite funny, so I'm going to take it that this movie has some funniness to it. This is a movie poster of basically two hooded characters flying into outer space in a shopping cart. And it's got some sort of like little rocket on the bottom part of the shopping cart itself. It looks like it's going to be a fun and interesting movie. I really can't wait to sit down and enjoy the 1984 science fiction film, Hyperspace. Now, after I finish analyzing the movie poster itself, I then let you, the viewer, know that I'm going to go ahead and watch Hyperspace. But before I go and do that, I want to let you, the viewer, know that after I finish watching Hyperspace, I then come back and tell you a little bit about the film. However, I don't go in great detail about the movie. You see, I try to tell you, the viewer, very little as possible about the movie in general. So I don't release any major spoilers about the film, nor do I tell you anything about the plot of the film either. Why? Because I don't want to ruin your chance at watching a really great film for the first time. And since this is also my first time watching Hyperspace as well, I wouldn't want anyone to tell me any major spoilers about the film or tell me anything about the plot of the film, the movie itself, ruining my chance of actually enjoying the film and being entertained by it. I don't want to do that for you, the viewer. I want you to enjoy each film for a Movie a Day Challenge. And that's why I don't spoil anything for you. I want you to be enjoying it and entertained by it. Now, in case you have previously seen the 1984 science fiction film Hyperspace previously, then please feel free to substitute Hyperspace for another film of your viewing pleasure. It doesn't even have to be in the genre of science fiction. This way you can take part in a Movie a Day Challenge and possibly watch each film along with me as I go along. As I said, the best part doesn't even have to be in science fiction. Choose whichever genre you would like to watch. Now, after saying all this, I'm going to go ahead right now and watch the 1984 science fiction film Hyperspace, and then I'm going to come back and tell you a little bit about the film. I'll be right back. I just finished the 1984 science fiction film Hyperspace, and I want to let you, the viewer, know that Hyperspace is a bad movie. I'm going to be honest with you right here. This film is a science fiction comedy. Now, it's a short film, as I was glad to watch it. However, the comedy in this movie is very poorly written. In fact, the jokes that come across you, the viewer, is going to basically either go over your head, as they did mine, or just not be funny at all, which is mostly 89% of the time of the film that you're watching it. So, this movie. The story, it may seem unique, but it's basically just somewhat, I'm going to say somewhat, of a ripoff of another famous 70s and 80s science fiction franchise. That's what I'm going to say. It's a very well-known franchise as well. The movie, just to say, it's very poorly written. In fact, the reason why I give it a very bad rating, such as bad, excuse me, is because at the very end of the film, you get told something that was basically told to you earlier. That was just like, I fooled you, ha ha. that it really made no sense to be even filmed. No, it made no sense. Why insert this? You were looking for an ending that you didn't know how to end the movie, so you thought, hey, I'm going to fool the audience and write this in. No. And I can't go with that. I can't go with that with a film. I feel like this movie just is like, hey, look, I got to watch a film, and it basically made me feel dumb. Made me feel dumb. I get told in the movie that this is not anything in existence, and then all of a sudden, this happens. At the very end of the film, this happens, and I'm supposed to believe it? Okay, sure. What a way to study writing and film a movie and write about it. Because it's also written and directed by the same guy. Now, all in all, visual effects, pretty bad. Pretty bad. Lasers sort of look like little highlight lines, just bzz, bzz, like that. Costumes suck. I'm going to be honest. They suck. This looks like a really bad Halloween movie. And when I mean Halloween movie is not referring to the Halloween horror genre. I'm talking about it looks like somebody's attempt at, hey, look, I'm going to parody something that's science fiction and I'm going to do my own joke about it. It's not even any emphasis towards funny. It just looks dumb. In fact, if I had to, there's a villain here in this film. If I had to make a reference or comparison towards the movie itself, the villain sort of reminds me of this B-rated horror film called Pan Man. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. However, the comedy in this film reminisces me of the film Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Now, in that film, the comedy is usually joke, 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 down the line every 2 minutes. However, this tries too hard at coming across as being funny. That's what I had a very hard time of understanding. Just go with the flow of the story. Tell me more. It'll really captivate me. But it tried too hard on being funny. And sometimes, no, most of the time, it just failed. Would I recommend it to a family member or a friend? No. Would I watch it again? No way. It was good for a movie a day challenge, just not my taste. But like I was saying earlier, if you've seen Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, and you notice how that joke is just constantly, like one of those classic National Lampoon's comedy films, the joking in this movie goes joke, 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 and then delays and portrays towards story like any movie would, and then the jokes just start failing, and it tries too hard at trying to make you laugh. And that's what I meant towards this film. Now, if you liked today's episode, see that thumbs up underneath this video? Click it. Give us a like for today's episode. As you're doing that, maybe you've seen the 1984 science fiction film Hyperspace and liked it. Maybe you've seen it and you didn't like it. Maybe you're interested in watching the film. You're watching this review right now. You're going to go watch the film and then come back and write something about it. Well, whichever the three may be, please tell me in the comment box down below. Down there. And as you're doing that, you see that word subscribe underneath this video? Click it. Subscribe to A Movie A Day Challenge. Now, tomorrow is day number 272 of A Movie A Day Challenge, and I'll be watching the 1993 science fiction film Fire in the Sky. My name is Frankie. I will be here tomorrow for day number 272 and the 1993 science fiction film Fire in the Sky. I will see you tomorrow.